What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today.
Hey guys, Jonathan here, and today we're taking a look at what is currently the biggest Avatar set to date, and that is 75574 Toruk Makto in the Tree of Souls. This retails for $150 if you get it from like Walmart or Lego or whatever. It's got 4 exclusive minifigs, which is nice, and it's got a lot of very unique molded pieces like the dire horse and the head for the Toruk, so it's definitely a really interesting set in that regard. But as I have said with some of my other Avatar reviews, if you're not super into Avatar, I don't know that this set would really win you over. So, like, for me personally, I liked the first Avatar movie enough that I was curious to pick up the sets, but at the same time, I'm not, like, a super diehard fan, so I'll be objective while reviewing this, but I just want to go in that I don't really have Avatar bias, if that makes sense. The other thing I want to say is LEGO sent this over to me to review, so thanks to them for that, and without further ado, let's get into the review. For our first minifigure, we have Moat, and this is definitely a nice figure as far as the Avatar figures are concerned. The beautiful thing about this is that we now have the tall arms and legs, so we get longer arms and 3 stud legs, which is really nice. All of the Avatar figures have the tail piece that goes between the hips and the torso, and this one is nice because we get the red arms, whereas pretty much all the other Avatars have blue arms. This time we get red arms, so that's super nice, and all of the Avatars have a uniquely printed face in this set as well, so all 4 figures are exclusive, and let's take a look at some more of them. Here we have Neytiri, another great figure. She uses the hair that comes on several of the Avatar figures, but otherwise everything else here is exclusive to this figure, so it's definitely a good looking one. We've got a little bow and arrow, and yeah, pulls the whole figure together. Here we have Jake Sully in his Toruk Makto look, and it's a great looking figure. Like I said, all unique prints with that face and torso, and of course the legs are really good on this one as well. Another great example of the tall minifigs. And finally, our 4th figure is Su Te, another great tall minifig. Not too much to say about these figures because, you know, the coolest thing is that they're tall, but beyond that, they're all kind of the same, just with different prints. So it's a great looking figure, but I'm not really sure what else I can say. Now here we have the dire horse, and this piece did appear in a couple of the Avatar sets, I believe 2 of them. And basically what you can do is remove this center piece and take that out, and then you could put a minifigure in the center there, and just like the movie, you could take these tentacles and plug it into the back of the Avatar's hair to have them connect with their animal, and yeah, it's really cool in that way. The one thing I will say, though, is it's pretty mind-blowing to me as a whole that the Avatar theme got so many unique molds like this dire horse and like the headpiece for the Toruk, so it's definitely really interesting, but yeah, let's look at the set now. So the set is so tall, it's almost hard to get it all in frame, so I'll move the camera around as we talk. But as with all of the first movie Avatar sets, they all come with these cool little side builds that have a little clip here and a little peg here so that you can connect them on all sides, which is really nice. So, you know, really we just get a lot of cool Pandora greenery, or in some case pinkery, and these pieces here are actually glow in the dark. My studio's too light to really show off the glow in the dark, but it is cool to get some very unique glow in the dark style pieces. And honestly, if you just bought this and used it for parts, there's so many cool plant shapes and colored parts and stuff that really make this set stand out. I really love it. Especially, too, I think about in my Lego city, you know, I have like a park. So what I may do when I'm done with this is like tear this apart and use some of these rock pieces in my park just to give it a little bit of extra texture. Now, the other thing I mentioned is that there is a tall point up here, and that's with the floating rocks right here. We'll jump ahead just a second, because with the Toruk, there's a little peg in the belly here that if you kick the feet back, you can line those up and have him basically soaring over the mountains there. So that's very cool, and we'll take a look at the Toruk next, since we just introduced him into the review. Alright, so we've got our giant Toruk here, and it's really unique. So you can see that the wings, these top wings, the further out kind of tips, if you will, and then these 2 back pieces are all actually like Lego plastic that you punch out of a I guess like a big plastic sheet, and then you put it on with these dots. There's like little holes right there. So that's pretty unique. I really don't know any other way that Lego could have pulled this off convincingly, and Lego has done things like that in the past, so it does work out pretty well. It's not like introducing an entirely new concept to Lego just to get this across. We do have some stickers on the back and the tail here. That's a particularly big sticker right there. And as we flip it over, you can see what the detailing looks like underneath with all these Technic pieces to build out the construction of the wings. The back feet do move as well. You've got a lot of posability there, and it's super sturdy to hold the entire beast up just like that. So I really like that. We've got the neck that's movable right at the base, as well as twistable here at the head, and it doesn't turn at this point, but the head does twist. The mouth opens and closes with those super unique molded parts, and just like the Dire Horse, you could take the, I guess, tentacle, I don't really know what the word is, but you can plug it into an avatar hair. Sorry, I'm forgetting the names of the aliens, but you know, you can plug it into Jake's hair and connect it just like the movie. So that's pretty cool. And finally, we have the Tree of Souls. This was a really interesting build because the base has so much detail to it. And then, of course, once you build up the actual body of the tree, these really cool pink drop pieces, I guess that's what I'm going to call them, just look fantastic. This thing displays so well. The color scheming is so great with these kind of like bluish white vine pieces on the ground, and I just really love the way it looks. I really don't know what more I can say about it because it's basically just a tree, but it does look really great in person. And you know, I think that if you're a huge Avatar fan, that this set is like the ultimate one. It's totally going to cater, and I don't know, it just has so much great iconic features to it with, you know, the Toruk and of course the Tree of Souls. It's just such a great set, but it is pretty pricey. So if you're not super into Avatar, I really don't know if this set is going to do it for you, but if you are into Avatar, I feel like this is the equivalent of like the Death Star in Star Wars. You just have to have it. Alright guys, let me know what you think of this set in the comments down below. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more Avatar reviews, because I'll be reviewing every set from the wave, both the first and second wave. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Well, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and maybe check out one of my other videos listed here.